Hey everybody, this is what happens when your shore power cord gets accidentally kicked out of the socket while your battery charger's on and a heater is going. Almost caused a fire. Luckily, it can be repaired. I'm going to replace it with a brand new locking plug, and I'm also going to put a weatherproof cover on because we didn't have that before. But first we got to get rid of the damaged part that's still on the cord. To remove the cord from the plug, you have to undo these two screws that are holding a clamp that's keeping it tight inside. Those screws take a Phillips screwdriver, really easy to remove. Next you'll see there's 3 screws that are holding the white plastic tight against the yellow plastic. Those 3 screws will take a flathead screwdriver to undo. And once all those 3 are undone, next came the fun part of trying to get the white away from the yellow. Because my cord had been burnt, it kind of melted, really tough to get off. And wow, look in there, what a mess. The black isn't even connected anymore. Not even sure how much of the wire was inside there. You can see the green goes to the bent bladed one. This was black. And then the white, which is melted now, goes to the one just to the counterclockwise of the bent. I'm not even gonna mess with this, I'm just gonna cut it right here. With the damaged plug and damaged wire removed, next I wanted to get to some clean, good wire. So I had to cut some of the yellow extra covering off and then remove some of the insulation that's also surrounding the wires. Now it's super easy to pull the broken old casing off. But before I put the new one on, we're gonna add a weatherproof cover. So we gotta put that on first. And that's going to be a little more tricky than I thought. The opening on the weatherproof cover is super tight. So I taped the wires of the cord together so I could just pull it through the cover more easily. And it took all my body strength pushing down to get that cord through that tight opening. Bit of a noisy job as well. All right, we got a nice brand new plug here. Putting this on is just the reverse steps of what we did to take the broken and damaged one off. So we'll undo the brackets, undo the 3 screws holding the prongs from the case. This is much easier to put on than the weatherproof cover. And now when we look at the plug part, it's nice that it's not burnt. You can see the black cord went there, the green one's gonna go here, and the white will go there. So when I stripped the wires back, I realized the burn was still there. I should have gone further down the cord to get to fresh, clean copper. I ended up having to cut about 14 inches off until I got to where we've got good, clean copper that's going to make a good connection for our new plug. Next step, we're going to apply some dielectric grease just to ensure a good, clean connection. We're going to put a little dab on each one, and then we'll work that in. No splayed wires. Everything is lined up nice. Now we'll tighten these up. Okay, so with that connected and all those screws securely on each of the 3 wires, we're now ready to move the cover up onto the plug. Just watch for this little notch here, and we're going to make sure it lines up with the notch in the plug part, which is right there. These are going to plastic, so no need to over tighten, just make sure they're snug. Don't want to strip them. And I like to do these a little bit on each side so that it tightens down evenly. You don't want to crush this, but you do want to make sure it's good. So with the cover securely on, our next step is to just slide the boot back over top. And when we start here, you're going to see it's been pushed in a little bit there. So when we start pulling this way, it's going to pull back out. Nice tight seal. And just work our way. We get it just right. Last thing we could do with our multimeter is check for continuity. Start with the ground. And then the last one. There you go. It may be less than 50 feet now, but it's at least 48.5, and we have a perfectly good working repaired shore cord. See you next time.